underway.
With last year's reboot of Pro Evolution Soccer, fans got a taste of Konami's new approach to the series. This year, PES places an emphasis on realism with revamped passing and shooting controls, while taking the beloved Master League mode online. It's the best PES we've seen in a while, but is it the best all-around soccer game this year?
They really need to start looking for some space. The chances aren't going to come if they keep playing like this.
Right in the box. Well, you don't see that too often.
This year's iteration of Pro Evolution Soccer aims for more realism overall while maintaining a level of customability. The fast and loose football free-for-all has been replaced by a more tactical, realistic approach where computer assistance is turned off by default. Key to this is the new variable speed of play, which lets you dictate the flow of the game with your own decisions on the pitch. Those looking for a more strategic experience will find a mountain of options via the new drag-and-drop systems that grant access to nearly every aspect of team management. Even if crunching numbers isn't your thing, it's worth surmounting the learning curve in order to fully appreciate the game's revamped passing and shooting mechanics.
And an equalizer. And with that, they're level. And they have momentum too.
This is where the Total Control tagline comes in. 360-degree dribbling isn't new to the series, but it's been substantially tweaked in this year's game. Now you have complete freedom of movement and the ability to kick, pass, shoot, or throw the ball to open space instead of having to target players. No longer restricted by player positions, you now have the ability to use the tactical options and total control mechanics in concert to create an experience that's both addicting and fun. Make no mistake, there's quite a bit of tinkering required, and players are often slow to react to your reads. But even with these flaws, the systems combine to offer a rewarding and customizable play experience that redefines Pro Evolution Soccer.
And the first moment of unbridled joy in this game!
Of course, the game comes with the obligatory exhibition, training, and league play modes, while once again offering up the Become a Legend solo career. The Master League mode returns too, and this year it's online, taking all of the wheeling and dealing into uncharted territory where building a squad and competing with other virtual owners will test your managerial and playmaking skills. Fans looking for the authentic experience will continue to be disappointed though, as licensing costs have kept Konami from including many of the iconic clubs you'd love to play as. While the UEFA Champions League license is intact, you'll have to overlook the generic nature of things and focus on crafting your own experience to enjoy what PES has to offer.
There's the equalizer. Thoroughly deserved.
Once you pick up the sticks and get accustomed to the pace and controls, you'll find yourself enjoying more authentic play with action that's still geared to the offensively minded. PES vets will need to get used to the new feel and the new level of challenge, which requires more input and more reaction, but the result is a more sophisticated game of soccer. Despite the emphasis on strategy, once you get the hang of the weighted passes, easy to execute trick shots, and powerful feints, you'll feel like your foot's on the accelerator with nothing but open road ahead. The soul of PES has been maintained, even if it finds itself inside a new skin.
They've lost possession and now they are in trouble.
This year, Konami also decided to place more of an emphasis on evasive tactics. You can now map pre-selected feints to the right analog stick for easier execution. It enhances your maneuverability, but it almost goes too far in the arcade direction. Feints are fun to pull off, but simple execution makes them too easy to abuse, and a player's skill level has no bearing on whether he can use them effectively. When left to its own devices, the teammate AI is improved, but still far from perfect. The effort placed on giving you control is somewhat lost on the AI's inability to read and react to situations as they unfold. These scenarios can mostly be remedied through adjusting the team and individual player strategies, but if you're not into micromanaging, then you'll find frequent moments of frustration. On defense, the AI ranges from ultra-aggressive around the net to ultra-passive around the midfield, often allowing you to slow your dribble and waltz on into the attacking areas where the pace of play dramatically shifts.
Snuffed out by the defense.
Despite these hiccups, though, the retooled gameplay experience in PES 2011 is much more realistic than in years past, while still delivering one of the most fun representations of the sport you'll find.
And he'll get the shot away here! The opener! Defense nowhere. Into the box.
PES 2011's drastically enhanced front end comes complete with neon-infused menus that neatly guide you along, while a distinct presentation style also permeates the game's various modes with nice touches like pre-game locker room pep talks and post-goal celebrations. The in-game menus, however, remain drab and about as basic as they come. This year, a slew of new animations impact the on-field proceedings as players pull off much more natural runs, turns, throw-ins, tackles, headers, and more. Also, the physicality between players has been improved, with jostling and blocking looking and feeling more organic. A much wider variety of tackling styles increases the intensity. Nice little touches like off-the-ball behavioral animations and even deliberate dives bring the gameplay to life. Even if it's a part of soccer we wish would go away. The atmosphere tends to be lively, although lackluster chants and cheers do a better job of distracting play than spurring on the action.
15 minutes gone in the first half. It's good tackling back.
The play-by-play duo with Jim Beglin and John Champion is hardly worth the price of admission, though, as generic, disjointed, and often inaccurate commentary can't be saved by the few moments of well-implemented, contextually accurate analysis.
Oh, there's no one in the box. Now, the lead is 3. The story, a happy one for them now.
This year, Pro Evolution Soccer fans are treated to the best entry the series has seen in quite some time. Ultimately, though, the adjustable gameplay is still a bit too arcade-like for simulation fans to take seriously, and the lack of authentic clubs is a deal-breaker for many. It's clearly got some work ahead of it before it can again compete with the FIFA series, but this year's PES does just enough to establish the franchise as a viable alternative.
And the chance extended with some applause. They've recovered really well from conceding that equaliser.